It is turning out to be one of the most successful girl groups under hype. Their debut song, Magnetic, made it to Spotify's daily top songs global list on its first day, making them the first K-pop girl group to do so, and they also got the most streams on the day of their debut on China's biggest music platform, QQ Music. In Korea, the song got into Melon's top 100 chart just one day after it came out, and it hit the top 10 on all the big charts. Now they have added another achievement to their growing list of records. Their first mini-album, Super Real Me, sold over 380,000 copies, making it the best-selling debut album by a K-pop girl group. The album also ranks in the top 5 debut albums overall, regardless of gender. With this milestone, they have surpassed their own seniors, NewJeans, who held the record with 311,000 sales. Many netizens have congratulated the girls as they appear to be fans of the songs and the members themselves. Their comments included, "The song is so good and they're so cute, and the title and the B-sides are all good. Congratulations to the girls on this amazing achievement. We can't wait to see what they'll bring next." The Korea Music Content Association revealed that significant changes are on the way for award ceremonies, and all we can say is, it was about time. On March 26th, they announced that they would be postponing the Circle Chart Music Awards, saying that it was because they want to really think with honesty and fairness about what the awards actually represent and where they're headed. They said that they want to make sure K-pop artists are safe and avoid conflicts between different parts of the industry. Turns out that there are about 20 award shows that happen every year, which is a lot, especially when you consider that they sometimes happen in different countries and artists have to travel and move quite a lot to attend them. Not to mention that while these shows were once about celebrating the success of the artists, their main goal now seems to be making money. The situation is getting out of hand too. Based on KBS's report, there have been over 5 new award shows in recent years, and more are expected to pop up in the future since sports newspapers and online entertainment media keep getting involved. This has made things even more difficult for artists and their agencies, with organizers even having to change the date of their event so they can avoid conflicts. The KMCA also discussed problems such as fans spending excessive amounts of money, artists becoming exhausted, conflicts over performance opportunities, unclear criteria for selecting winners, and how these shows prioritize popularity and quantity over quality in the K-pop industry. There have also been many artists who suffered technical problems or even serious injuries at these award shows. We can name more than one artist that has fallen off stage due to poor planning on the organizers' part, which should be terrifying to think about. KMCA also mentioned these award shows are becoming events focused on K-pop success and fandom rather than prestigious and valuable events judged by clear criteria. Not attending these shows isn't a choice either, as artists and their agencies are scared of who they might make angry if they don't attend. Actually, it's impossible for them to even win any awards if they don't attend, which has made winning a lot less special and turned these events into business deals. To deal with this problem, KMCA is not only delaying Circle Chart Music Awards, but also working on contracts and guidelines for artists who appear at award shows in an effort to keep artists safe and ensure fairness. Many K-pop fans applauded them for this, since this has been a concern for a long time. A Twitter user said, "Props to them for doing something about it. I've been wondering about these things lately too, especially with how many new awards were popping up and how vague they were." Another user expressed to be grateful that the industry is finally aware of where it's headed. They also said that they started to see that having too many award shows where just showing up guarantees you an award makes the awards less important overall. Fans also called for the association to look into the extensive number of versions that come with every album and the fact that some albums have hundreds of photo cards, as they're used to inflate numbers of sales. Guess the KMCA is taking it one step at a time, but it's definitely in the right direction, and we wouldn't be surprised if soon enough they'll put a stop to the exaggerated sales of some artists. In other news, Red Velvet's Wendy couldn't have been more clear on her feelings towards SM Entertainment. In a viral video of a virtual fan meet, the fan Wendy is speaking to mentions that they'd like to work at SM. However, the fan couldn't even finish their sentence before Wendy interrupts them with a no. She couldn't say anything more than repeating the words no and don't, telling the fan to just stay there. While she could have been joking, her face and tone gave off the vibe that she was being completely serious. This isn't the first time that Wendy has quote-unquote shaded the company, but it was still pretty funny to see her reaction to the fan's confession. A fan wrote, "You know the company's so trash that the idols are exposing it without fear." Another said, "Her face, she didn't even remember she was on a fan call she was actually discussing disgusted. This fan call told us two things: Wendy is probably not renewing her contract with SM whenever it expires, and that the fan is never going to work for the company. Not only Wendy seems to be done with SM, as Chinese Taemin officially bid his farewell to the company too. After leaving SM Entertainment, Taemin has found his new home. On April 1st, BPM announced that Taemin has signed an exclusive contract with them, promising to do their best to support his solo activities. They also revealed a new logo for him, the profile images, and brand new social media accounts on platforms like YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram, which has made fans even more excited about what the future holds for Taemin. They also opened a brand new website for him in which they're promoting his past work as well as updating fans on his schedule. Even when nothing was confirmed regarding which company Taemin was interested in, fans still had a lot of doubts about BPM. Most complained that they supposedly don't promote their artists right. Others appeared doubtful that a company that didn't have much experience in the industry could handle an artist of Taemin's caliber. However, with all that BPM has done in only one day, fans appear to be happy that he's being treated the way he deserves to be. Even though to some these may seem as the bare minimum, fans are arguing that it's the best that Taemin has been treated during his career. We wish him the best of luck, and we're keeping our fingers crossed for that world tour. Babymonster has finally released their new song, and it's what everyone expected. And no, we're not saying that in a good way. Ever since the group was announced, there were worries that YG Entertainment wouldn't manage them properly, which was proven when Batter Up came out. The girls were obviously talented, as seen in their reality show, but people couldn't help but point out that the song sounded like it was straight up a Blackpink copy. To be more specific, it was said that it seemed like a smaller company had tried to replicate the Blackpink formula with their limited resources and came up with Batter Up. Not to mention that the girls didn't even promote the song anywhere, which was a very strange choice for a big three group that wasn't doing all that well on the charts. Things were expected to change when their pre-release single came out or when Ahyun came back, but it wasn't anything drastic. Sure, Stuck in the Middle wasn't very YG, but it still failed to show the group's musical identity or direction. Their mini-album Babymonster, with its title track SHEESH, was officially released on March 31st, and based on the reactions of the general public, it seems to have fallen flat and has received very negative reviews both domestically and internationally. Some liked the song and how it was different from what we have seen so far of fifth-generation groups, with a user writing, "This is what K-pop needed. SHEESH and Babymonster brought back the K-pop that was missing and also introduced K-pop to a whole new vibe." Others argued the opposite, saying that both the song and the music video were very outdated, and it appears as if YG completely lost its touch with what the fans and the music market desires. Thankfully, in SHEESH, the members could show their vocal, rap, and dance skills a lot more, but it was the same song structure that we have heard a lot of times from YG, especially from Blackpink. Lots of netizens even said that they could hear the Blackpink members in certain parts of the song as if it was written for them. A Reddit user even said, "This is a knockoff of How You Like That. They just picked up How You Like That, changed a few bits around, and released it. YG needs to do a better job. This is not right." Another stated that they were sad that the song was getting so much praise, as it seems like everyone is telling YG that they can put in minimal effort, recycle the same things, and still get positive feedback. The general consensus seems to be that it's sad to see a company like YG get so lazy and uninspired. What's even sadder is that Babymonster are the ones dealing with it when they're so charming and talented. Instead of growing as artists and as a group, they're forced to push the YG identity instead of having their own and are stuck in the shadow of their seniors. At least we can hope that this doesn't turn into a Blackpink situation once again, where they're in the basement for most of their careers. And lastly, let's move on to some shocking and very sad news. On April 2nd, both SM Entertainment and SHEESH Studio confirmed that aespa's Karina and Lee Jae Wook have put an end to their relationship just 5 weeks after making it public. The two were confirmed to be dating at the end of February, and even though they were still in the early stages of getting to know each other, it still caused a lot of commotion within their fandoms. It came to a point that Karina had to write a public apology, which was reported on worldwide news and went viral online. It seems like this was the reason they broke up, as it was stated that they were too affected by the negative and hurtful comments and felt a bit guilty towards their fans. Jae Wook's agency released a statement to confirm the news, saying that he was going to focus on his filming projects and that he and Karina would be supporting each other either way. It's sad to think that the relationship had just started, and yet they had to put an end to it just because of the insane backlash and hate comments they were getting. We hope both of them are okay and that they'll find comfort during this difficult time.